Welcome to Plastic Valley, where the trans-blue sea is bathed in golden sunlight. Below that crystal-clear stream lies a vibrant world of Lego coral. On the shore, Grog is struggling to carry a heavy gray brick bridge pillar. The work has begun. Lila is carefully studying the blueprint on the tile, determining the location for the first pillar. Meanwhile, Rexy is relaxing, her legs trembling with each wave. Grog takes a deep breath, donning his diving helmet to prepare for the seabed. Splash! Grog jumps in. Underwater, he tries to drive the pillar in, but the flow of plastic is too strong. His strength is limited. The powerful current snatches the pillar from Grog's grasp. He surfaces, breathless and completely exhausted. Seeing his friend in trouble, Rexy decided to put his fear aside and help pull the rope. But just a tiny wave, and then, boom! Rexy tumbles into the sand with his legs covered in hilarious ice. Lila could only pat him on the back in gratitude for her friend's service. Suddenly, Grog discovers a pile of plastic stuck to an object underwater. Curiosity finally takes over, and he dives down again to find out what it is. A massive piece of Mosasaurus debris is stuck in the rubble. Without any fear, Grog uses his maximum decompression expert to rescue the distressed. Thank you for your kindness. Mosa lies still while Grog meticulously examines each piece of plastic. The last piece of trash fell off, Mosa gently crouching as if to show relaxation. Grog, now out of breath, gasped for air above the water's surface. A dark shadow flashed past, creating a dramatic atmosphere. Hello, new friends! Mosa, lizard-like creature, appeared at the edge of Grog's body in the blink of an eye. Rexy shouted from Mosa's wide mouth, golden sunlight peeking from behind Lila. In gratitude, Mosa generously gifted Grog a precious red coral member. Lila laughed, realizing, "Great! He wants to help us build the structure." Grog nodded in agreement, and a grand underwater construction project began. Lila began her surveying, throwing a glowing brick into the sea as a marker. The brick sank into the sand, emitting a magical neon light in the depths of the ocean. Mosa dived down, swimming around the marker to professionally survey the terrain. On shore, Grog quickly tied a rope to a sturdy Lego 4x4 concrete block. Mosa surfaced, grasping the brick with its powerful jaws. It dived deep, its Technic joint tail moving with incredible flexibility. The ASMR bubbles rising from Mosa's nostrils sounded soothing. With skill, Mosa placed the concrete block precisely on top of the glowing brick. A deep click echoed, the brick perfectly aligned. Grog dived down to check the straightness of the bridge pillar using a specialized plastic ruler. Mosa gently pushed with its nose, adjusting the pillar to tilt by exactly 1 degree for perfect alignment. A humorous situation. The Lego fish mistook Mosa's mouth for a cave and tried to crawl inside. Mosa hissed, sending the fish flying like plastic fireworks. The strong current made Grog spin around like a top, his arms and legs flailing wildly. Mosa continued his work, picking up the second concrete block from the pulley bucket. The second bridge pillar was installed. The accuracy was 100%. Sunlight refracted through the seawater, creating shimmering streaks of light on Mosa's silver body. Meanwhile, on shore, Rexy was struggling to pull the rope to balance the system. But his bandaged leg suddenly slipped on a mossy rock. Rexy performed a spectacular ballet split, grimacing in pain to avoid ruining the job. Underwater, Mosa used his tail to forcefully compress the plastic sand around the pillar's base. The gray sand clouds rose and then settled, firmly securing the base. Grog signaled, "Okay!" The coordination between man and dinosaur was amazing. Mosa swam forward, creating a large wave that crashed against the unfinished pier. The wave tossed Lila, but she steadied the control panel. Mosa opened his mouth, ready for the next concrete blocks. The tiny workers poured more rubble into the pier holes to further reinforce the structure. Thanks to Mosa's extraordinary strength, the third pier was quickly completed. Grog surfaced to change his air tank, excitedly waving to his teammates. The entire tribe cheered loudly, applauding the courageous ocean builders. The bridge piers were now perfectly aligned under the clear blue water. Grog and Lila began assembling the large floor panels onto the sturdy system of piers. Rexy was much bolder now, cautiously stepping on the new panels. Mosa swam alongside, occasionally poking his head up to observe the finished product. Oh no! A floor tile suddenly fell into the sea. But don't worry, Mosa dived down like lightning and retrieved it, returning it to Lila. Lila affectionately stroked Mosa's nose. Well done, Sea Boy! Bright Lego lanterns began to be hung along the harbor. Rexy proudly stood at the head of the bridge, holding the mooring rope like a true sailor. Suddenly, a fish leaped up and plop! Hit Rexy right on the nose. He jumped in surprise into Grog's lap, nearly sending both of them into the water. Mosa let out a low, warm cry, sounding like he was teasing Rexy's timidity. The pier was complete, with a proud lighthouse standing at the end. Grog removed his diving suit, enjoying the fresh, invigorating sea air. Mosa sprayed a high stream of water from his snorkel, using clear green plastic beads. The water created a shimmering rainbow under the romantic sunset. The camera receded, revealing the gray-white pier standing out against the deep blue sea. The first Lego boats began to dock, opening a new chapter for the tribe. Lila solemnly inscribed on the project's nameplate, Mosa Pier, a symbol of friendship. The hero Mosa dived down, resting in the cool shade of the pier's pillars. The lighthouse's light began to rotate, casting reassuring beams of light across the night sea. Grog sat leisurely on the edge of the pier, dangling his feet in the water after a hard day's work. Rexy lay beside him, still a little scared, but daring enough to gently wag his tail in the water. Mosa cautiously opened his eyes. A strong link between land and sea had formed. Even the tiny ant had managed to paddle its piece of wood to visit this new harbor. A final burst of bubbles rose, closing the story amidst the gentle lapping of waves.